Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody that you know who thinks that Trump will be convicted of classified documents or owning classified documents as a former president who declassified those documents before he left office, please share this segment with them. Trump will not be found guilty. He will not spend even 1 second in prison or jail for any of the indictments. We can go through all of them. We've gone through all of them. All of them are extensions of very flawed liberal logic. The indictments are written as if an MSNBC or CNN pundit looked at Trump and assumed the worst in every allegation. But this, without a shadow of a doubt, with almost as humanly possible 100% certainty, Trump will not be convicted of classified infractions or any criminal behavior in terms of classified documents, because he had the power to declassify, and it's in Florida. So they're already, this is an article from today in the Associated Press, and hit subscribe to this channel. Starting October, I'll have live streams and a whole bunch of other amazing things. We'll do content every single day in October, 4 or 5 videos, including live streams, and we'll get interviews going. I have some wonderful, wonderful things going on in my life. Thank God. Thank God. And so you will get a video hopefully every day or every other day on this channel. But starting October 1st, we will do 4 to 5, including live streams, of videos every day. So hit subscribe to this channel. But ladies and gentlemen, Florida jury pool could give Trump an advantage in classified documents case. He had the power to declassify even verbally, even thinking about it, according to one article I'll read to you. But here, you can just go scroll down, and the more conservative the counties, the higher chance to find jurors that would be sympathetic with him. So he won all the counties that make up the jury pool. And so that's number one. But that doesn't make the path to conviction easy, particularly with a case set for trial in a Florida courthouse expected to draw its jury pool from a conservative-leaning region of the state that supported Trump in 2020. Okay, so if you scroll down, jurors for the Fort Pierce trial are drawn from 5 counties according to the written jury plan. And all of these counties, Trump won. Trump won each of those counties. His victory margin was particularly wide, with 71.8% of the votes in another margin. So he has a favorable jury, but also this is an American Bar Association fact check. Fact check. Now, this fact check is different from the organizations that devote their lives to fact-checking the semantics and slicing and dicing and eviscerating everything Trump says. What this is actually saying is, yeah, the Supreme Court and every other court in the land have always asserted that the president has unilateral authority to declassify documents, even verbally, and this paragraph, even thinking about it. Most national security experts dismiss the former president. Most national security experts side with the Democratic Party or the old Republican Party. That's why you had 50 intel officials say that that Hunter's laptop was the big problem. It was a plot by another country to let you know how corrupt the Bidens were. But here, legal guidelines support his contention, Trump's contention, that presidents have broad authority to formally declassify most documents that are not protected while they are in office, statutorily protected while they are in office. Okay, so this is explaining right there. Legal security experts dismissed the notion that he could declassify documents simply by thinking about it. But an American Bar Association legal fact check explained that he has such broad authority, he could even do so thinking about it, definitely verbally. Okay, and if you go down As the new American Bar Association fact check notes, the extent of the president's legal authority to unilaterally declassify materials without following formal procedures has yet to be challenged in court. Good luck trying to set a precedent when even the Federal Bureau of Investigation and everybody involved knew that Trump had the documents. He wasn't hiding the documents. And by the way, the Presidential Records Act does not have an enforcement mechanism. And the National Archives can't send a president or really anyone else to prison or jail. Certainly not a president. Okay, there's no enforcement mechanism in the Presidential Records Act law. But here, this is just one example, in addition to the articles that I talked, the American Bar Association article I sent you. Here, why Donald Trump's declassification claim might not be that outlandish. And former President Donald Trump claims to have verbally declassified. Okay, it's not as unprecedented or as outlandish an argument as widely believed. What happens is Trump says something, and then the wonderful, morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats scoff at it. And then the hornet's nest of Twitter or X, the hornet's nest, where you have really the foundation, or I should say the epicenter of liberal politics. It's just this, follow the leader, collective sheep mentality where they just believe the same things all at once in unison always. So you could tell them anything, they'll believe it if the experts that they admire, that always bolster their existing viewpoints, state that it's true. So they'll just believe, they'll look at Fetterman and Biden and they'll just, endless military conflicts in Europe. They don't care. It's just fine for them. But they'll scoff at Trump no matter what he says, and then Trump will be proven right time and again. Okay, for example, when he said Germany would be beholden to a certain country's oil and gas, the German delegation in the United Nations laughed and mocked him. And, well, it turned out to be very true. Okay, so anyway, right here, it's not as unprecedented or outlandish an argument. He can even declassify, not just verbally, like this Politico article says, but also with the American Bar Association article, just thinking about it, just saying, okay, you know what, this is not even, let's put it this way, not even really telling anyone he wants to declassify something, just doing it by thinking about it. Maybe putting a classified document in a folder and then, taking it to Mar-a-Lago. Good luck trying to prove that he broke a law, because the classification process for a president is very different. In fact, there is no process except for certain documents. And those documents he hasn't been accused of taking any documents of the sort. And so he's only been accused of taking classified documents without the proper declassification process, but there is no established declassification process. So how are you going to convict a former president when the precedent, by the way, the precedent has always been, well, if you have private servers. So Clinton's server had material beyond top secret, SAP intel on servers. Okay, the question though, and this is the Honorable James Comey backed this up, special access program, is how did Clinton, who I think will be the 24 nominee for the Democratic Party, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way that mashed potato brains is just going to be, I just think that Hillary Clinton will be the 24 nominee because nobody in American history could get away with for the Democrats. Because I think that'll be a redo of 2016. But nobody can get away with transferring top secret intelligence. So there is no legal way for anyone, including even a president, really, because you would have to have a whole bunch of people involved. You talk about, a whole racket to conspire to commit fraud or illegal activity. I mean, she had a whole bunch of people transfer or find a way to migrate or transfer or remove classified data onto servers. Okay, you don't have to be a tech guru to understand this is highly illegal. Trump will be acquitted. There's no comparison between what Clinton did with servers and what Trump did as a former president. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe now.